regards the demand for the supply of subsidized food grains in grain shops, we have agreed that arrangements will be made to open as many fair price shops as necessary so that all points on the railways where more than 300 staff are posted will have fair price shops where grains will be made available at the same scale and rate that the state government gives. These fair price shops will be run either by cooperatives or can be licensed to and organized by staff representatives. Government will make available the necessary buildings and staff to operate the fair price shops. It will be given on deputation from the railways if required by the cooperative societies. If the cooperatives run into any financial difficulty for purchase of food grains, assistance by way of loans to the extent possible will also be given by the railways. We have also decided to strengthen the present overseeing machinery for cooperatives and fair price shops so that effective liaison can be kept with the state governments and the food corporation for supply of food grains to the cooperatives and fair price shops. It is not possible for the government to run these grain shops departmentally or to give any subsidy. The other two demands were removal of anomalies arising out of the pay commission's report and a cadre review for class 3rd and class 4th staff to improve their avenues of promotion. We have accepted these two demands. The cadre review will be undertaken and completed within a period of 4 months. The removal of anomalies and the cadre review is expected to benefit the staff to the extent of about rupees 25 crores. As regards the demand for withdrawal of victimization, we have to make it very clear in the House that it is not our object to victimize any railway worker for trade union activities unless it is accompanied by cases of intimidation, violence, obstructive working and other criminal offences. In fact, the railway staff, being government servants, have got all protection under the discipline and appeal rules as also under Article 311 of the Constitution. Still, it has been agreed that if any case of victimization are given to me, I will examine them and personally take a decision. It is not possible to withdraw cases without any examination by me. The other demand was that railway workers should be treated as industrial workers and not as government employees. I have to make it clear in this connection that railway employees are government servants, but at the same time they come under the purview of the Industrial Disputes Act. In view of the great national and strategic importance of the railways, it has to be run as a department of the government and there is even separate budget which has to be discussed and approved by Parliament. Railways being a public utility concern serving the entire population of the country, are so very vital to the economic life of the nation that its proper development, investment of sufficient funds for further expansion to meet the needs of tariff and interministerial coordination can best be done only if it continues as government undertaking, and hence it is not possible to make a change in this respect. From what I have stated to you, the totality of the demands put forth by the unions is clear. With the demand for 75% increase in wages, the total demand amounts to more than rupees 500 crores. Considering that the wage bill for 1972-73 was about rupees 500 crores, it means a 100% increase in the wages. I leave it to the House to judge how it is possible for the railways to agree to these demands in toto. There are only two alternatives, either to increase the fares and freights or to run the railways with a huge deficit. Of the total earnings of the railways, 30% is from passenger traffic and 70% from goods traffic. If the revision is to be confined to freight alone, it will mean that a 100% rise in freight traffic would be necessary. Can the country afford such a steep rise in freight? On the other hand, if the freights and fares are not increased and the railways run under a huge deficit, where is the money to come from for proper development of the railways to carry the fifth plan traffic? During the fifth plan, the traffic is expected to go up by 40% under investment of more than rupees 200 crores. Sir, government has made a fake claim that fares were not being increased. After raising the fares by 20% recently, this budget has definitely added to the fares further, which may be found in full hike in the supplementary charges on Tatkal, express train reservation and ticket cancellation charges. It is nothing but a wolf in the grab of cow. Stop.